what platform to use for your website is to make sure that it can grow with your business. So if you don't invest the time right away or the money and you go with something like a cheap platform, it can't grow or add additional features down the road. So not all platforms can integrate with something that can process payments. Not all platforms can fully integrate with Google Analytics or Tag Manager. So it's important to make sure that the platform you choose can grow with you as you grow in your business. So my recommended setup for a B2B business would be using a platform similar to ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign allows you to lead scoring, customize your lead scoring. It allows you to have website and email-based triggers. So that means if someone goes to your website, visits your pricing page, visits your contact us, but doesn't actually finish those actions, an automated email can be sent to nudge that client once they're already in your database to then reach out to you or give them a 10% discount or an encouragement to complete the action that you'd like. That's all capabilities that you get when you use a platform as opposed to what you'll be missing if you just use an Excel spreadsheet. I highly suggest that all businesses use or take advantage of Google Analytics or Google's free tools. Without the tracking behavior throughout your website and all of your digital channels, you won't actually get the full picture of what your audience is. Through Google Analytics, you're able to tell the average session duration on your website. You're able to tell how many new visitors versus returning visitors, their engagement, what pages they're most engaged with. And if you have your website built so that you have certain products featured on one page, you can then tell what's your most popular product, what's getting the most views, how long they're staying on the page, how they're engaging with that content. As Bill Gates says, your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. If you're getting this feedback from your customers or prospects who you haven't been able to convert yet, that's where you find the information that you can change or make adjustments to then increase your conversions. So there's a few free tools, free and paid. SurveyMonkey has both free and premium features. And SurveyMonkey is great because you can include the link in your emails, you can include the link and promote it through ads in Facebook, promote it through ads LinkedIn, wherever you want to promote the ads. You can also, obviously, in your emails. So over the last year, working with a lot of small businesses, normally the first question out of their mouth is, when can you get my Facebook ads running? And it's not a big fan of Facebook, mostly because of this. So within the last 3 years, your reach, just a regular post, an organic post, your reach has decreased by 450% without putting money behind it. So now the average page, no matter who it is, Coke, whoever, they're only reaching 1.2% of their total followers. So when you're a small business and you're investing a huge portion of your marketing budget, whatever that number may be, you're sinking it into trying to grow your Facebook following, and it's not actually helping you. So a lot of small businesses, they don't have a huge marketing budget. They're running their own social channels. Maybe they aren't using Facebook advertising, but they're constantly investing time in keeping that channel, fresh content, always fresh content pushing through, posting regularly, making sure that their channel is not stagnant or stale, because that's how you're weighted, right? How engaged people are, and if you're not posting fresh content, then they're not engaging, then your score lowers. So, when you're an entrepreneur, probably your time is one of your number one resources. So pumping it into something that may not even be getting the results that you're looking for. Only 2%, in the best case scenario for the average website, only 2% of that traffic is actually converting even a lead gen form, let alone an actual purchase. So this is where retargeting can get come in very handy. So what retargeting is if a user hits your website, they're cookied, so their browser gets cookied, and then you're able to then serve that user ads as they go across their entire online journey. So if they go to Toronto Star, I've had ads come up promoting conferences on the Toronto Star. If they go onto Facebook, you've got retargeting ads. And so basically you're able to then serve these people who were once engaged with your website but left. And so, a lot of that comes through using Google Analytics as a tracking. If you are using an Excel spreadsheet for your CRM, you don't have that tracking to help you determine what touch points are converting for you. So my recommendation obviously goes back to using Google Analytics, but also not just using Google Analytics, but actually going the extra mile and setting up the conversion tracking, especially when you get into the digital advertising, because Google Analytics allows you to do what's called assisted conversion attribution. And so what that means is, say I have Facebook ads running, and I drive someone to my website from a Facebook ad. They flip through a few pages, maybe they leave right away. Then that's it, the session's done. Say 3 days later, they say, you know what, maybe I should go back and make that purchase. So maybe they get there through search. Maybe they saw my ad on Twitter or something. They get back to my website and they convert. Google Analytics can then tell me how much, or tell me that Facebook actually contributed to that conversion through a 30-day look-back window. So now that we've gone through and hopefully we have a CRM set up, we have Google Analytics and the Google tools set up, and we've minimized all of the places where we could lose potential leads in our funnel. So we've got our retargeting set up. We've really made sure that if we do lose a lead, it's going to be very difficult. Now's the time when you want to start spending the money on pushing strategic traffic, so through digital advertising into your funnel. Through Facebook advertising, LinkedIn, if you're B2B, LinkedIn is amazing. They used to have a minimum spend of $5,000 per in-mail with, I think it was like a $20,000 per quarter. All of that's gone. There is absolutely no min spend on a LinkedIn in-mail, and it behaves exactly. Different items that you should be measuring to help you determine if your initiatives are successful, which is revenue per effort or conversion rate. If you don't process revenue online, then maybe your conversion rates are lead gen form submissions. Maybe it's ebook downloads. There's different ways to track conversions. Email open rates and click-through rates, digital advertising impressions, then the click-through rate of the ad, rate of engagement. So other platforms such as Facebook will give you like a relevancy score. This is basically telling you, how relevant your content is to that audience that you're targeting, which also helps you see how their engagement, like, is this speaking to them? Do I need to adjust my messaging? Maybe this doesn't apply to them. Also, your website visits. You want to look at new versus returning visitors.